The YS3M is a new speed cube designed by the current world record single holder, YIAYANG, under the line of MoYu's new sub-brand, HuaMeng, which translates to the Chinese dream. It comes in 3 versions: magnetic, maglev, and ball core. Immediately after unboxing, you see the man himself on the card. Besides the cube, we do get some accessories. The cube comes inside a transparent case that is locked quite securely. Right off the bat, the YS3M has a sandy smooth turning, along with a relatively fast speed. It has a slippery frosted touch and a MoYu half bright color scheme. The feeling reminds me of the IS3M 2020 and the WRM 2020. It's like an integration of the 2 cubes. It makes sense if you look into the internal piece design. The corner has a shorter stock design compared to the IS3M 2020, while the edge looks identical to the WRM 2020. The turning of the ball core and non-ball core versions are noticeably different. The magnetic and maglev versions have hollow and airy turning, whereas the ball core feels solid and stable, and has a deeper pitch. This can be easily explained as the ball core version has more magnets that lead to the stabler movement of the cube. The speed of these cubes is fast, but the ball core version has slight resistance that you could notice when turning slowly, but the friction may increase or decrease irregularly, probably due to the selection of the different plastics for the feet of the pieces. With the strong elasticity opted by the designer, the YS3M is extremely stable even on the default compression. This can be good or bad depending on your preference. On the good side, you will not have to play around with like 9 levels of compression. The middle until the end of the compression levels are unusable as they will slow down the cube drastically and make it difficult to speed solve. However, people who prefer flexible cubes will not be fulfilled by this cube. The whole design of the structure plus the strong magnets in the ball core have made the cube slower than most of the speed cubes available in the market. I did the compression gear exchange mod which Phil mentioned in the Cubicles video on the YS3M. The cube becomes more flexible than its original state. I compressed it to level 5, tightened the cube and lubricated it with the black cap flossy lube. It turns out incredibly fast without any friction while remaining its stability. I just love it. Overall, my suggestion is if you like controllable and strong magnetic cubes, the ball core version is the perfect cube to go with. Else, the Super IS3M ball core or the Tornado V3 will suit you more. I don't recommend getting the other 2 versions as they aren't any better than the Super IS3M or the IS3M 2020. The ball core YS3M is also nice for one-handed if you don't mind the extra force when making a turn. That's all for this review. Peace.